Alright guys, welcome to day 40, and today we're going to be talking about purpose and people. There's this idea that has recently dominated modern ambition, and that's the idea of like doing purpose alone or working alone or just isolating yourself and locking in forever. And this can be very misleading and also very disastrous too, because at the moment it may seem more productive or much more easier because you're not carrying lots of people along, you're not carrying people along with you. So it's like when you're working alone, you go faster. But when you're working together with people, working alongside with people, you go farther. Alright, the distance is more, the impact is much more, and so on. So it depends on what you want, right? Do you want speed over impact, or speed and impact, or impact over speed? You get to decide that, right, based on your relationship with people. Now, able to classify 3 relations of people that everyone who wants to be intentional, who is being intentional, is this part of purpose, journey of purpose, must have, right? 3 categories. I know that in different places, different people have come up with their own different categories and classifications of people. Mine is just 3, and I'll explain what these 3 categories entails. So the 3 categories are the stretchers, the sharpeners, and the sustainers. So we're going to start with the stretchers. So stretchers are people who expand you, people who see more in you than you currently do, right? They are people who allow you to think broader, people who challenge your current state and want you to do more, people who want to see you maximize your potential, right? So these people may include mentors, leaders, may also include experienced peers or superior peers that are also engaging in the same similar journey as you are. So what they do is that they literally stretch you, right? They do not allow you to shrink back into your comfort zone. They keep broadening your horizon of things, keep expanding your vision, keep making you do more, keep challenging your limits, right? So these people are very important, very, very important in this journey of purpose, right? So that you need a relationship to sustain that restlessness, right? You need a relationship to remind you that you can actually do more, remind you that this is not the end and that you're just only at the beginning. So the second people are the sharpeners. So sharpeners are people who refine you, right? These people are different from the stretchers because these people are not, they are not as, let me say, friendly as the stretchers. Because what these people come to do, like the name implies, to refine you. This does not always look pleasant, right? So these sharpeners, they confront you, and it's very needed. Funny enough, very needed. Right? These are relationships that are very needed. To be friends who are just very straightforward and unbiased in their perception of you. They are able to tell you straightforward, like, this thing you did was nonsense, right? They're able to tell you that you're making too many excuses. They're just very blunt, and sometimes it may come off as rude or something else, right? But it's actually needed. Sometimes you may not be friends. Maybe if you're in business, you may be a business partner that's just very blunt about your company or your services, and they're like, this is so poor, right? And it's basically like criticism, right? And trust me, right, if you're on an intentional journey, you're going to have a lot of criticism, negative, positive, right? And they will all happen. It's unavoidable. So, and there's some criticism that you have to scrutinize, because not everyone, it should be taken, but you have to scrutinize each and every one of them, and then you now know the one taken, because you have to look at the person who's telling you this, is the person on the right basis to be able to tell me this, right? And so many other parameters. So people like this are like sharpeners because they refine you. They don't come all pleasant and just very fun or good looking like the stretchers, right? So these people, it's almost as if they have the same goal. The stretchers stretch you, the refiners refine you, like they tell you the truth as it is. They don't anything. So the third ones are the sustainers, right? Sustainers are people who, let's say, protect your strength. They don't really do much. They may not even stretch you. They may not actively strengthen you, but they may be like your parents who are just always there for you and always telling you, I'm proud of you. They may be like a friend who's always there to listen to you. They may be just people who are able to manage your energy, people who you can fall back to, in times where you're in the refining stage, or you're in the very terrible state of restlessness. So you go back to them, or you relate to them, and they're able to protect your strength. They're able to remind you. So these people, they're not as active as the previous two categories of people, but they're also very much needed. You need to have this, at least people from this set of categories, right? And you need to be able to identify them. And mind you, some people cut across some of these categories, right? One person can be both a stretcher and a sustainer. One person can be all of themselves. So it actually depends. Just make sure that you have someone that stretches you, you have someone that sharpens you, and you have someone that sustains your strength and your energy, right? So this is where we stop for today. I hope you were able to learn something new today, and you'll be able to actively put this in practice. We have 10 more days to go, and I hope we make it to the end. So see you tomorrow.